Hey my people, welcome back to my channel. This is Izeyah, aka Blast My TV, and here in this video we're going to talk about pros of joining the United States Air Force. Stay tuned. Hey you guys, I know it's been a minute since I uploaded a video. I'm currently working on some heat for y'all, so y'all should have a couple videos to watch this upcoming weekend. Before we get this video started, leave a like, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel for more content coming soon. In this video, we're going to discuss 5 pros of joining the United States Air Force. This is the military.com website, and this is the Air Force website, which these facts are being presented by. I'm currently in a DEP program, so when I get in, I'm going to give more opinions about my experience, but since we don't have that experience yet, you know, I gotta give you some facts, and I'll leave the links to these facts in the description. First pro of joining the U.S. Air Force is steady income. This applies to all Air Force members, or airmen, you would call them. Everybody gets a steady paycheck no matter what happens, no matter the circumstance. That's regardless of what you get for housing and food allowances, and it's your base pay. Your base pay is always guaranteed, even if the government shuts down. The federal government still pays you as a member of the armed forces or the Air Force in general. And it's all based on your job expectations, pay grade, and service requirements or mission requirements. Especially these days when people are getting laid off their jobs, unfortunately, and you know, there's people trying to find steady income, and it's chaotic. And you know the stats for this year, it's 80% of unemployment. So it helps a lot being a member of the forces and knowing in the back of your mind you're getting that steady paycheck. So it's very fortunate, and you should be blessed. You should be blessed for real. You are paid the 1st and the 15th every month, and you are guaranteed that paycheck every month no matter what happens. If you're worried about your job having, you know, maybe laying you off, or you know, you not knowing where your next paycheck is going to come, you could maybe join the forces and get a steady income while doing your job. This will really help a lot to people that's just joining with family and that have kids or are married that need that extra income. I think that's a great quality of the Air Force, the steady income, because you never know what can happen in life. Anything can happen and you'll still get something out of it. You're basically giving your time, so with time comes money. You feel me? Second pro of joining U.S. Air Force is potential to travel. So we're going to break this down in 3 categories. Our first category will be vacation. In vacation, all airmen have 30 days paid vacation every year. That's 2.5 days a month, and that accumulates throughout the year. And by the end of the year, you have 30 paid vacation days. Airmen can take advantage of this opportunity anytime they want, according to the Air Force website or the military website. They just have to go in the chain of command to ask one of their sergeants for permission. You can go anywhere outside the country, inside the country, in the States. You can use some here and there. Any airman can take advantage of space on any of the Air Force aircrafts heading anywhere in the country, and it's completely free. You can go to one of the bases, or you can just go on your own to one of the hotels nearby, and you can really take advantage of that. I think that's a very good quality of the Air Force, and I'm glad they had that as an option. You know, if you don't want to take an airlines or Delta, if there's space, you can always take one of the aircrafts of the Air Force, and I think that's pretty dope. It's including international bases, international destinations, U.S. destinations, anywhere in the States. So I think that's pretty cool. Our second category in this second pro would be deployment. In the military in general, you have to be aware that you're going to be deploying at any point in time. And it depends on the job, obviously, but you should never go into the military thinking, oh, I'm never going to leave, or I'm going to stay here, or I'm going to only go to 2 bases, because you never know. And that's part of the Air Force. You never know where you're going to go. With deployments, you may deploy every 20 months, depending on your job. Some people never deploy, I've heard. Some people deploy multiple times throughout 2 years, 3 years. And it's all up to your job. It's all up to your own experience. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. But it is still potential to travel. So I will call it a pro. That's why I put it in the pro section. Another pro with deployments, you get paid about $225 to $250 a month extra if you go deploy. So that can be good for anything you need to pay extra. Say you can stack up that money, or you can just let it sit. It's $250 extra, $225 to $250 extra a month, just for you to deploy. I guess that gives you some headspace to think about, you know, the pros and cons of deployment, because it is potential to travel, but it is, you know, for some people, they don't want to deploy. If you want to travel, you're going to travel regardless in the Air Force. Deployments in the Air Force last from 4 months to 12 months, depending on your mission requirements and your job. So, you know, this all depends on what you choose. And our third category for potential to travel is base change. So every 3 years, an airman can choose to choose to change bases. After that 3 year period, you have a dream sheet list I've read, and you write down other countries or east side states, and you get your choice of that. But it can potentially be anywhere, so you have to be prepared for that as well. Our third pro of joining the U.S. Air Force is health benefits. Well, I'm not sure if this is active duty or reserves, but if you want a video explaining the differences and the similarities to the active duty and reserve Air Force, just comment down below and let me know, and I'll make a video for you guys about that. With health benefits, you receive full medical, dental, and life insurance, and it's paid for. They take a little bit of money. I think $18 per month for the life insurance, which is a $200,000 term. So $18 per month, that's really nothing. People would go crazy for this type of coverage. That's why I said people should be thankful for the opportunities that we get. Full coverage, medical, receiving dental care, and life insurance. Extremely low rates, you get low cost, and this is for military and civilian facilities, which is great if you're not on base or you have to go, you know, it's an emergency. You get full pay and allowance regardless of injury. Now I found this interesting because, say, you know, in a civilian world, you get injured at your job, you know, you have to go sue or get workers' comp or something like that. This is a great pro, I'd say. In the military, you always get your paycheck, and you get your health covered regardless of sick days or injuries. Of course, you have TRICARE. I haven't done my research fully on TRICARE, but I'm guessing it's it's dental, vision, and medical. I'll just say it's dental, vision, and you get the coverage with TRICARE. So if you want a TRICARE video, I'll do that in a separate video. That'll be all for the health benefits pro. Fourth pro we're gonna talk about is education and tuition assistance. For tuition assistance, say you're in school already when you join active duty, and you're halfway through. Right when you get in that military, right when you're active, you can continue your schooling, and they'll pay for it, and you can get your degree in whatever you were pursuing in the past. And I think that's really cool for people that, you know, had to stop in life, or, you know, had some circumstance pop up where they couldn't finish. And that's really good quality that the military has. Air Force pays 100% of the tuition, up to $250 per credit hour. You get $3,750 annually for tuition, and these are for off-duty courses, obviously. So you know, not pertaining to the military. If you want to get learn a trade, or if you want to go to vocational school, something like that, you know, it's all paid for. it's not all paid for, but you get a pretty good amount to start off with each year. For the education, I wrote down the Montgomery and post 9/11 GI Bill. It helps you just basically pay for college after you get out. You can activate it any time, but mostly people use it after they get out to, you know, go learn something at vocational school or continue your college education. And I think that's a really good way of giving back to your vets. And I can't wait to learn more about that.
Let's move on.
We are here to our 5th and last pro of joining the U.S. Air Force. And this pro is opportunities of advancement. This all depends on your production, of course, you know, your work and how well you do your work and how well you study. I read the Air Force provides accelerated promotion for enlisted members who sign for 6 years. An example I can give is like, if you sign 6 years, you rank up faster. So from E2 to E4 is automatic, which is a great thing that I found out after the fact. I signed 6 years. I found this out after the fact. I feel like these 5 alone would make people want to join, but of course it's not all that, because some of it you have to go in there and experience. So that's all I have for the pros. I just wanted to keep the opinion-based pros out of this video because I wanted to be factual before I actually experience the military lifestyle. And once I do, then I'll give more opinions and that not represent the military, but opinions of my experience. So I can't wait to give you that content. But like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. I have the information for these pros linked down below, as well as my social media, so you can contact me if you have any questions. But that's all we got for today, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Peace. Break it down.